Good morning, my friends. This is episode 5. The title is Feeling Better. The title is Improving Mood, Energy, and Decision Making. And we're just going to talk about some simple tips today to improve daily mood, energy, and decision making. Because if you want to be the healthiest version of yourself and you want to accomplish some nutrition goals and fitness goals, you want to make sure that you're feeling well and you have good energy, you're in a good mood, because having good energy and being in a good mood lends to better decision making. And so that's what we're going over today. So the first big tip for improving mood, energy, and decision making is being properly hydrated and having a positive mental attitude toward all things. So being properly hydrated and having a positive mental attitude is crucial to feeling well and making good decisions, whether it be with food, with daily walking, with the pureness of your thoughts, whether they're positive or negative, with exercise or with reactiveness. So being properly hydrated and being positive, helping with reactiveness helps to when something happens in the world that may seem like it's against us, like traffic or someone saying something to us, that we don't react poorly, or if we are in a bad state and we don't have a lot of nutrients, or we are underhydrated or had a rough day, or we're in a negative mindset, we often react poorly to even our significant others and our kids and our families poorly with just little things. So the key to these things is being in a good mental mind state, i.e. the positive mental attitude, and being properly hydrated. So when we are properly hydrated, our bodies have the electrolytes and the water and the stuff it needs, and the cells have what they need to thrive and to operate properly. When our bodies operate properly, we feel better and we act better. So those are some really good keys. When we wake up after 8 hours of sleep or 6 to 9 hours of sleep, we are extremely dehydrated. So it's very, very important to get about 16 ounces of water right when you wake up. And I squeeze half a lemon into mine, gives you some minerals and potassium, no calorie, and studies show that it helps with fat loss in the long run, and it just gives you nutrients that you need to feel well in the morning, hydrated and without food yet. And so getting that water first thing in the morning and then starting your day on a positive mental note. I do a meditation first thing in the morning after I hydrate. I visualize my day in a positive light. I see things going well. I see the things that I need to happen happening. And then I go out to try to make those things happen. I don't foresee them going wrongly or badly and then go out and expect them to go badly, because that's more likely that's what you will get. And so moving on to the next one is nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. So we need the nutrients that fuel our bodies to thrive. And if you're feeling like your mood is low and your energy is low, and those things leading to poor decision making, we want to make sure that we're properly fed and that we're eating meat and vegetables and nutritious, healthy foods and whole foods that are going to give us nutrients and vitamins and minerals and the things we need to enact the process in our body that will allow us to thrive. And nutrients are super important. And I have the Simple 9 checklist. It's cost effective, mostly all free things that you can go through your checklist that'll help you kind of find out where you're losing that when you're having a low energy and a poor mood. We want to make sure that, number one, we're breathing correctly. We're breathing air through our nose and we're getting oxygen. We're oxygenating our blood properly. That lends to mood and energy and feeling, one of the biggest and most important ones. The next one being water, like we say, hydrate properly and give yourself the proper things you need. Nutrients is next. So if you're breathing properly and you're properly hydrated, you want to make sure we're well fed and we're eating good, nourishing foods that are giving us the things that our bodies need to thrive. Next is sunlight. Sunlight is super important for vitamin D production, and vitamin D is really starting to be classified and being called a certain type of almost a hormone, because it has so many it enacts so many functions in the body. It's very healing, and it's super important for our body. So getting sunlight, adequate sunlight, is super important. And when you get it first thing in the morning and the beginning of the day, it actually will boost your serotonin production, which helps you to feel good throughout the day, and it'll ultimately lead to better sleep at night when you get that morning sunlight. Next on is movement. So going for a walk or getting some exercise, but mainly just moving the body, going for a walk, moving around, stretching out, doing some yoga. Any type of movement gets the body in alignment and helps it to heal and recover and feel good, and actually will release chemicals that will go to the pain receptors and help you to feel better, and will help you to think more clearly, and to feel better throughout your day. After movement, you have the positive mental attitude, which our biology and our cells listen to us. So we really want to make sure that we are speaking to ourselves and to the people around us well, because it's a vibration. So they're a positive vibration or a negative vibration. Positive being a higher vibration, negative being a lower vibration. Positive and higher vibrations are healthier for us in our lives and our field and our ones around us. A negative vibration brings others down, brings people into disharmony, and actually puts your body into disharmony, which can cause disease, and sickness and discourse. And after a positive mental attitude, I say the next one is meditation. So learning to sit with yourself in stillness and quiet, focus on your breath, and really charge your body up with breath and energy and visualization, and or just using it as a way to stay calm and to deal with the things of your past. So meditation has many different uses. It can be a manifestation where you're putting something out there and visualizing and going after what you want and how you want to feel. It can be something in the present that makes you more mindful and present in the moment, and it can be one of pondering the past and learning from it and doing things that way. Next on the list is sleep. Your sleep is super important for your mood and your well-being and your energy. If your sleep's poor, if you're only sleeping 3 or 4 hours a night up and down, and you're viewing screens up until 1 or 2 a.m. and then sleeping for 3 or 4 hours, your energy is going to be low, your mood's going to be low, your decision making is going to be poor. So sleep is super important to optimize to increase energy, increase mood, and make better decisions. And the last one for the Simple 9 checklist is fasting. So sometimes we chronically eat, we wake up, we eat, a couple hours later we eat, we're drinking a sugary beverage, and all day we are consuming food in our culture now, in society. And so adopting a fasting protocol, even if it's 12 hours, will help your body to go through that 12 hours and actually go through and clean out everything in your gut, which improves your gut health, improves mental energy. And when your gut health is good and it's on point, then your gut-brain connection is more connected. You're producing the right things. Your gut bacteria is producing good things and consuming and absorbing, helping absorb the food that you eat. So when the gut health is optimal and your body has that break, then you go into your eating window and you eat nourishing foods, and then you go back to sleep, and then you have your 12-hour window. Your body has a pretty routine daily cycle of when I'm not eating, I'm cleaning, and when I am eating, I'm absorbing. And that's a good way for the body to thrive and to really take in the nutrients that it needs. And so we're going to move on to the next one for improving mood, energy, and decision making, which is our habits. So our daily habits define us, and our daily thoughts define our habits. So if we find that we are low energy and a poor mood and poor decision making, and we kind of review our life and review our daily habits, and we see that our daily habits that have stacked up are just not healthy habits, one of the things that we can do is when you have a big enough why and a big enough purpose for going towards something, that can help you to purify your thoughts, which will help to purify your habits. As in, if you say you want to eat healthier and feel better, but your habit is to eat McDonald's every morning and eat chocolate chip cookies every night at midnight, those habits are not going to lead to the outcome you want. But one thing you can think about is, well, what are the reasons I want to feel good and be healthier? I want to feel good and be a present for my family. I want to look good for my wife or husband. I want to feel confident as I move throughout the world, and I want to move well and feel good and feel pain-free and feel good mentally. And so when you attach those things to, well, those things that I just said that I want and I want to get to, these habits of that morning habit and that midnight habit do not lead me there. So I want to start thinking about doing better habits in place of those, and over time you can replace those habits and build that mental discipline to build the right habits that will get you to the right outcome. And one thing that kind of comes along with that is, I say, microgoals and dopamine. So it's really important to celebrate your small wins as you start to think better thoughts and build better habits a little bit at a time, to celebrate those wins, because that really kind of drips the dopamine neurotransmitter into your brain, which is thought of to be our motivation for seeking something outside of ourselves. And what can happen is we overly focus on the big picture. When we overly focus on the big picture and we don't celebrate the small wins and micro goals leading up to the big picture, when we get big picture focused, then we are not getting any dopamine drip or any neurochemical motivation drip toward anything but the big picture goal. So when they say, I want to lose 20 pounds in a month, all they can focus on is losing 20 pounds. So their brain is not going to allow them to feel accomplished until they lose 20 pounds. And along the way, they've been losing 1.5 pounds, half a pound, another pound, but they're not allowing themselves to really see that as progress and see that as success, which it really is, because every step every small step is a step toward a bigger goal. So celebrating those wins, your brain and your biology will feel better, a little better, and give you boosts to get closer and closer toward your big picture goal. But if you only focus on the big picture goal, and leading up to it, you're not celebrating these small wins, then eventually you're going to get 5 pounds loss in, and still you're going to be looking for the 20-pound loss. You're going to feel low energy. You're going to feel in a bad mood. You may start making bad decisions because you don't have that chemicals coming into your body to tell you, all right, I'm doing good. I'm on the right track. Let me keep going. Instead, you have, oh, I'm not there yet. Oh, I'm not there yet. Oh, I'm not there yet. I'm a little closer. I'm not there yet. Oh, I'm not there yet. I'll never get there. Screw this. It's kind of how the brain will start kind of going. And so that really leads into, creating good habits, creating good daily thoughts, using your why to kind of direct that vision. And then a big part of it is to see your path as your path. And so there's a quote out there. I'll credit the quote where it goes in the description, but it's comparison is the thief of joy. And so when we constantly compare our path and our goals and what we've achieved and what we're trying to achieve to others and what they have achieved, we rob ourselves of the joy of our own path being our own path. And so when you see your path as your path, it's your journey, it's your fitness journey, it's your life, it's your health journey. So every little micro goal is worth celebrating. Everything you accomplish is worth lighting you up with joy because you did it. This is your life. There's only one you, and you should really pursue the 1%. The mama mentality way of thinking is the 1% better every day, and that you should smile along the way. And so every time you get closer and closer to your goal, smile, take it in, see that you're on the right path, and then keep going. And when we adopt that mindset over time, that will begin to take over our thoughts and take over our habits, that we know that if we just keep going a little bit more at a time, that we'll eventually get better and better and better and get to where we want to get to. And so this was episode 5 today, you guys. It was about improving mood, energy, and decision making. What we talked about is being properly hydrated, having a positive mental attitude toward all things, and how crucial it is to feeling well and making good decisions, whether it be with food, with a daily walk, with our thoughts, with our exercise, or with our reactiveness to others in the world. We talked about getting the right nutrients that fuel your body and to help you to thrive, and the Simple 9 checklist to go through to make sure you're doing these simple things daily to feel good and have good health, which is to breathe properly, to have proper hydration and water, to have good nourishing nutrients, to get sunlight, to get movement, to have a positive mental attitude, to develop a meditation habit, to optimize sleep, and to adopt a fasting protocol for gut health, mental energy, and as well as your relationship with food. And then after that, we talked about how our daily habits define us and our daily thoughts define our habits, and why having a big enough why and connection can improve your daily thoughts, which will bleed into your habits and your self-discipline. We talked about microgoals and dopamine and how celebrating small wins will help you to still have or to have a good drip of neurochemicals that will help you to push and pursue your goals and the things outside of yourself. And that to not overly focus on your big picture goal, which will end up giving you less dopamine over time, which equals less motivation biochemically, which can impede our ability to improve and be the best version of ourselves, because at that point it's sheer willpower, and everyone knows your willpower goes down over the day, which is one of the main reasons why nighttime snacking is one of the hardest things to overcome, is because we lose the willpower over the day. And when it comes to make that decision to put it down or not do it, our willpower is depleted, and we need to recharge that chi overnight and during sleep so we can have good decisions the next day. We also talked about seeing your path as your path and how comparison is the thief of joy. and that we should pursue 1% better every day and smile along the way, because your path is your path. This life is beautiful. It is your beautiful life. So let's think good things, improve our habits, improve our life, increase our mood, increase our energy, increase our the wellness of our decision making, and let's improve our lives. And my goal here, guys, is to teach, coach, and inspire humans to take control of their life and thrive. So I appreciate you guys. Have a good day. Take control of your health, and let's thrive together. Have a good one. Bye.